So part 3, fall 2021 update. Next slide, David. So continuing the fall of 2021, all students in Bloomfield Hills Schools can attend school for a full school day, 5 days per week, beginning the first day of school on September 8th, 2021. Next slide, please. Is virtual learning right for my child? Before I talk about virtual learning, I just want to make a couple comments. One, while we all know, as far as we being the district, believe that in-person instruction is the preferred option for most families, there are also other students that will thrive in the virtual environment. So 365 days ago, on March 11th, is really when we understood COVID was going to change all of our lives. That's when in New York, the governor locked down New Rochelle. You heard what was going on in Seattle. And as part of our return to school plan, we've created online opportunities, right? And we have Bloomfield Virtual. Now, there's a lot of questions. People are emailing me about Bloomfield Virtual and remaining and having opportunities for students online. Keep this in mind. We've already built the structure. We've already created the program that we need, especially with Bloomfield Virtual K through 5. So let's say you have 20 plus students that are in 3rd grade, whether they're physically in a building at Eastover or at Conant or online, they still need a teacher. It doesn't really matter where they're at. They still need that teacher as their primary resource. So for next year, K through 8 students and families will need to make a full year commitment. We're not going to have the flexibility that we've had this year. We simply cannot manage to staff back and forth, in and out. This year, we've tried to give every opportunity for families to make decisions based on the information that was available to them. Those, whether they decided to be in person, at part of the time were remote, so they've experienced that. And those that remain virtual the whole year through Bloomfield Virtual know what that looks like as well. Students need a home learning coach to support their academics, time management, and social emotional wellness. Expectations will mirror in-person teaching and learning expectations. Bloomfield Schools teachers will create lessons and activities that engage students in the virtual school environment, utilizing innovative practices. We've had a full school year to learn what works or potentially does not work online. That is a great point for those who want to be virtual next year, to know that we'll continue to build on what's worked and continue to find other opportunities to grow in that practice. Bloomfield Schools provides a device, iPad for kindergarten, to every student upon enrollment and completion of the technology agreement. Students that are enrolled in Bloomfield Virtual are able to participate in extracurricular activities that happen outside of the classroom day. This will include sports, clubs, student organizations. As students begin to register for classes for next year, the students will indicate if they are interested in a virtual option. The virtual option might be synchronous. It could also be asynchronous teaching. It will be a standalone class. It will be entirely a virtual class. Next slide, please. So Bloomfield Hills High School virtual learning community. This is really exciting. So BHS will be offering a pilot program of select BHS classes in a virtual learning environment for the 2021-22 school year. Courses will be taught by BHS teachers and incorporate dynamic virtual learning engagements. Students may select BHS virtual courses as a first or second hour course to create a late start to their day. BHS virtual courses offer more independent learning opportunities with minimal specific on-screen check-ins. Again, for those students that want a virtual experience, either partially or fully, some students may not. Again, it's the opportunity and options. BHS virtual course can be a single block and up to 8 depending on the student course selection. BHS virtual options will be augmented by another virtual provider for a full schedule if required. Not all courses will be available for BHS virtual, nor will the concurrent model of virtual or in-person be offered. So next year classes will either be all in person or all virtual. BHS virtual classes will match the rigor of in-person BHS courses, meet all graduation requirements, and students are indicating their interest in a BHS virtual course with the current course registration process. Again, this wasn't intended to be, Here's every single detail what the program is going to look like, but more of an update to where we're at in our planning process. President Cohen, questions?